Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your friendly neighborhood tarot reader. I am Tori. I am the creator and owner of Clearing the Air Tarot, and I am here to do a general message for the collective for the full moon in Taurus tomorrow. Most of you may or may not know, in the Farmer's Almanac this is also called the Beaver's Moon. And so what the full moon in Taurus is asking us to do is to reevaluate what our values are, what our foundation has been, what's built up that foundation, and just kind of cleaning it up, so to speak. What may have been good for our foundation, a year ago, 2, 3 years ago, may not be good for us now, and it's okay to to rebuild and either start all over, or get rid of some of the things that don't serve us, that don't serve our purpose, or um, you know what's good for our families, for ourselves. And some of the themes that have been coming up is kind of just analyzing and reevaluating what that means for us. Like your old thought patterns, your things that we grew up with. Well, why do you believe the things that you believe? Like, they have to come from somewhere, and are they really valid? um so that's just something to think about. And then full moons as well, they're a time to think of the intentions that we set for from our new moon. Do we decide to move forward with those intentions, or did we learn that, okay, that this intention that I set for myself during the new moon, it wasn't for the betterment of myself, and it necessarily wasn't for the betterment of other people, so I'm going to leave that behind. So take what you need, but leave everything else behind is another lesson that we can learn from the full moon. So I wanted to go ahead and just get the overall energy for the full moon in Taurus for tomorrow, and also wanted to see, what's coming up to challenge us, and where what we need to focus on next. Because I have a feeling that some of us have been going through this period of overthinking, overanalyzing, and we could be overthinking on things that we don't need to think about right now. So without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I am gonna be pulling from the Moonology Oracle deck, and I'm also just gonna be using the traditional Radiant Rider-Waite deck as well. If I feel called to use other decks throughout this reading, I might do so. If this message does resonate with you guys, please like, share, subscribe, so that the next time I am going to be posting videos. I do post for individual signs, kind of when I feel like it. I was going to do individual signs all day today, but I also realized that I need to preserve my energy. And you guys, these readings do take a lot out of me, more than you realize. So I just decided to do one general message, and however long it takes me to get this message out, that's going to be it. If you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, all that information is in the description box below. All right, so without further ado, we're going to see what the general theme of this full moon is about. And then we're also going to pull another one to see what it's going to do for us. So what is this full moon about for the general collective? What is this full moon about for the general collective? All right, what is this full moon about? I'm going to split the deck here a couple of times. Ooh. If you guys can't tell already, I suck at shuffling. I could never work at a casino. Oh. Well, several things, right? All right, so this full moon is about a couple of things. So we got new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. And this is really about sitting in that quiet space. Like I said, some of us are over analyzing, but when you take the time to actually clear your mind, that's when you can start to think more clearly. When you're over analyzing something, your mind gets cluttered. And you can't necessarily really like, what's the word I'm thinking of? You can't really make a clear-headed decision about anything. You start being overcritical of yourself, of others, and when you tend to clear your mind, you can see from a bird's eye point of view. You can see the bigger picture. It's beyond that. Another meaning for this card as well. I believe this does have to do with romance. Yeah, this card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. So this is suggesting that a new start is coming your way, that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. So in a nutshell, that's what that's about. Whatever situation that you're asking out is being healed. And this now is the time as well to face your fears. So again, meditating and contemplating all of that. Again, like I says, it can have you feeling like you're in a totally altered state and your head's in the clouds. But when you are in a meditative space, it can kind of feel like you're floating on air a little bit, like you're just in a different world. But then you realize how much more calm you are and less anxious you are. And then you can really focus on, the things that need healing emotionally. Then we also have the new moon in Taurus. So earth energy coming up here. Prosperity lies ahead. And what the new moon in Taurus has for us. What is this? This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. This card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with the luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now's a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up yet. So don't give up. And also don't doubt your self-worth. And literally right after that is that we have the full moon in Virgo, which says you are good enough. So if you've been doubting yourself, there it is. You are good enough. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flashy. Just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the under end of the scale, you also need to answer, or to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon and Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you give them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. So the overall theme that I'm getting is that a lot of us are worrying way too much about a lot of different things. Relationships, family, ourselves. Again, not being good enough. You are good enough. We just got this confirmation. And then finances as well. Like, there's a lot going on in our minds that's, we're not prioritizing ourselves because in our minds, we've prioritized all the things that we've worried about. We've prioritized worrying. And it's time that we stop. It's time that we actually take the time out and put ourselves in a quiet space. Really think about whether or not you need to worry about something. There's a quote that I love in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's the spinoff of the Harry Potter series. And he says, the main character, Newt Scamander, says, I always try not to worry. He said, because worrying means you suffer twice. Why would you put yourself through your own suffering at your own hands? It just doesn't make any sense. When you just take things as they come, you're able to address the situation head on, and you're able to address it clearly, and you get a better result out of it. So all of this is really telling us to not worry, and not even that, but it's also telling us to value ourselves, value our health, our rest. Some of us could be expending ourselves just a little bit too much, and we really just need to take this time to just, to chill out, to really ground yourself. So those are the general themes for the full moon in Taurus that's coming up. And then I also I want to pull another card to see what the challenge is during this full moon. I have a feeling is not worrying. What's the challenge? What is the challenge? Oh, the challenge is the new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Ooh, that self-doubt and that worrying. This is the challenge. It's time to take action. Drawing this card is a superbly positive sign. If there is something you want to happen in your life, take this card as a big yes from the universe. This is the time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but you're on your way. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for, but the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavor you're asking about. The caution: don't go too fast and forget your manners. Treat people well as you charge towards your goals. You'll create much better karma for yourself. So we're being challenged by the full moon in Taurus to actually take action instead of worrying about things. Really think clearly, develop a plan, and then execute it. Sorry if I'm using I feel like you guys, I've been in the military for 7 years. And sometimes when I speak, I notice that I speak in a way that's just it's so army. It's ridiculous. But literally, that is what's coming out. Keep a clear mind. Take a deep breath. Make a plan. Reevaluate it. Execute. That's literally all this full moon is challenging us to do. Reevaluate what your intentions are. And then the intentions that you want to move forward with. Think about it. And then execute it. And as I cut the deck, we have the Queen of Wands, and she is all about action and confidence. All right, so we're going to get some general messages, and then I might pull some love oracles later, maybe. All right, so that's the challenge. So we're going to get some general messages for the full moon for the general collective. Jesus. So much. What general messages do you have for the collective? Okay. Like, everybody wants to come out. All right, we're just going to take it. We got the Three of Cups. We got the Lovers. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And we also have the Three of Swords. So far, Three of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This could be about new beginnings, celebrations. In the low vibration, it could be about overindulgence, could be about third-party situations. We also have the Lovers, Gemini energy. And this could be about a romantic, divine love partnership. Or this could be about coming into oneness and union with self. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Some of you guys have been working diligently, probably on heart healing, because that's what the Three of Swords is also about. It's not just about heartbreak, but this is about heart healing. Maybe some of you guys were involved at one point in a third-party relationship, and I hate that this has been coming up a lot during these readings, because, I mean, who wants to go through that, right? Like, nobody wants to go through that. And maybe some of you guys are working on your heart healing and you're trying to find your self-worth again. Others of you you remember a happy time when you where you were celebrating your relationship. It was new to you and you worked diligently at it, and then it just kind of ended up in heartbreak for some of you, not all of you. I also feel like some of you guys are also like putting money to the side, not letting somebody else know. Some of you, this is like literally your life. Like, all you do is go out, it's kind of like on a repetitive cycle. You go out with friends, you spend time with your loved one, you're at work, but then when you're alone, your heart space you're not feeling fulfilled. Like, it's just like you're on a consistent loop without actually feeling whole. And I'm telling you, it's probably because you haven't done any type of emotional healing. And you know what? We got 2 3s here as well. So again, this could be about a third-party relationship, but what I'm getting is that just that consistent loop. Like, it's just back and forth, back and forth. Some of you guys can be drinking way too much too. Some of you guys, could be trying to work on, getting your health back, getting back in shape, because of a heart condition of some kind. Or maybe there's a heart condition that's troubling you and it's because of, overindulging in things that you shouldn't have been. What other general messages do you have for the collective, please? Other general messages for the collective. Now, the Five of Pentacles just flew out, so some of you are feeling left out in the cold. And then what just came out? Yeah, the Four of Swords, air sign energy. This is really heavy energy. Like, it's more than just feeling like financial lack. This could also be feeling emotional lack. Almost like this hopelessness of like, I'll never get whatever I want, like, or I'll never find that happiness that I'm so desperately seeking, since it's under the Three of Cups. And the Four of Swords, that's that mental space that you guys need to stay into, to try to get some clear thinking. So the Two of Pentacles just came out with the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. So, Two of Pentacles. This is definitely, so we've got love on the brain. Some of you guys are in between two, you're in two minds about a relationship. Probably some of you guys are in two minds about somebody from your past. And then some type of current heartache or heartbreak that you're experiencing. And this is definitely a soulmate connection, because not only do we have the Lovers here, but we have the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups, which are soulmates. Potentially somebody from your past. And maybe some of you guys are heartbroken over whatever happened in the past. Or some of you guys are realizing that you're not really happy with this consistent loop of, you going out, spend time with your lover or whatever, you go to work, you come back home, and then it's like, if you took all that away, what else would you have left? Some of you guys feel like if you took all that away, you literally have nothing left. Just an empty, broken shell. Which is really sad. Like, I feel like some of you too are like, you're weighing your options. Like, some of you guys feel like giving up, and the energy that I feel is almost suicidal, and I highly encourage you guys to talk to somebody. And if you don't have anybody to talk to, my inbox is wide open. Like, no bullshit, no strings attached. Just, if you need somebody to talk to, please talk to someone. But that's the air that I'm getting. And, if this is not you, then there could be somebody around you that is feeling like this. So I encourage you to reach out to that individual. Even if you have an inkling or like a feeling of who it is, please reach out to that person. It's, and it is Veterans Day, and I think the statistic is still, we're losing 22 to 23 veterans to suicide every day. And it's not just veterans. Like, this, if you just look at the rates of suicide in general, it's really sad. And I feel like even like with kids, I feel like it's the suicide rate for the population. I feel like that population is just getting younger and younger and younger. And it's not worth it. It is not worth it. Okay, enough about that. Woo! Some of you guys are really doubting your self-worth. And some of you guys are putting way too much of your self-worth into relationships. You have to be able to find that on your own individually. Some of you guys came from a happier time where there was abundance, there was celebration, and now you're in this position of lack. Some of you may have recently gone through a breakup or a divorce of some kind. Others of you are trying, you were working diligently, and now you're just trying to find that balance in your finances. And some of you are actually taking the time to try to do some hurt healing, but there's a lot going on emotionally, financially, mentally. I got 2 3s here and 2 2s. And It's like I said yesterday, the 1111 portal is significant for not only, not only releasing the things that don't serve us, but we release them so that we can receive the things that we actually need, that are fulfilling to us, that are good for us. And this full moon in Taurus is helping us to reevaluate everything that we've ever thought about ourselves. Our stability, our foundation, it needs to be reevaluated. We're going to get some clarifiers. So, Spirit, why is the 3 of Cups here? Why is 3 of Cups here? The Queen of Cups. Some of you really want that emotional fulfillment. But the Queen of Cups, she is the, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. She is the loving, nurturing type. She's very empathetic. I get the feeling that some of you may have gone through something where you felt betrayed by others, by friends. And so you're a little bit more conservative with opening up to other people. Like suppressing emotions almost. Like you're not opening your cup. But you're in this calm space, like this calm solitude. Where you're really thinking about what it is that's going to make you happy. Trying to find that happiness. Some of you guys are definitely scared, and that's okay. But what's not okay is letting that fear paralyze you. You have to, like the challenge here is you have to take action. Spirit, why are the Lovers here? I have the Lovers here. The Emperor. This is Aries energy. So this is divine masculine energy, but again, another 4. So this is stability. This is taking control over love relationships or relationships in general. Some of you guys could be feeling like you're not in control. But I feel like for this with the Emperor here, it's like this love relationship is protected. Whatever it is that you're worried about. For you to have this happiness and for you to have this solid, stable, loving, abundant relationship, you are in control of it. So if you don't act out on it, you're not going to see your wish fulfillment. Like, you have to take action. Spirit, why is the 8 of Pentacles here? And the 8 of Pentacles here. Oh my God. That's way too many cards. Okay, why are the 8 of Pentacles here? What's the 8 of Pentacles here? Why is the 8 of Pentacles here? 8 of Cups. I feel like some of you guys are giving up. Like, you start to work on something and then you're just like, this isn't working, I'm giving it up. Without actually staying to put the work in. And that's in anything. Not just relationships. This is work on yourself. This is work on your healing. This is, the amount of effort that you're putting into your job to securing your finances. Before you even start, you guys have already given up. And that comes from a lack of self-worth. When you feel like that you're not good enough or that you can't be good enough or that you can't do X, Y, and Z, you give up your power. You give up your power and you just immediately just walk away. Nothing happens for you when you walk away. Nothing. You have to work for it. Whatever it is that you want, you have to work for it in some way or fashion. Spirit, why is the 3 of Swords here? Why is the 3 of Swords here? Ace of Cups. Heart healing. This is a new beginning in love. You guys want that new beginning in love, but that comes after you have started and continue your heart healing journey. Healing is not a one and done, like I've talked it out one time, I feel better now, we're good to go. No, healing is an everyday thing. especially emotional healing. This stuff, let me tell you guys, it's not easy. And once you start the process, you cannot stop. If you stop, you'll be worse off than where you were before. But you guys are craving this new love so bad. You're unknowingly pushing it away. Law of attraction. The one thing that you don't want, that you're afraid of, is going to keep popping up in your face over and over and over again until you actually deal with that issue and address it. Some of you are coming out of a period of, like I said, some of you have already worked on your healing, and now you're coming into a period of new love or new beginnings. Some of you are taking back control over your emotions, reevaluating what's good for you and what's not good for you, so that you can start this new beginning in love. Love for yourself, love for others. Spirit, why is the Five of Pentacles here? 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 Oh my God. Couple different things. So remember I said law of attraction. If you feel like you're not abundant, or if you're holding on too tightly to something, Four of Pentacles, this is what you're going to attract. Temperance, sign of Sagittarius. This is about healing. This is about balancing out your thoughts, your emotions, your heart space. And then the Page of Cups, which is, communication of the emotions. But this could also be learning to trust your intuition, or learning to listen to your intuition. What is your intuition trying to tell you? You're holding on too tightly to old ways of thinking and not trusting your intuition enough. So that's why you're in that Five of Pentacles energy. You have to learn that not all things, not all things, because just because you're used to doing them, that doesn't mean they're good. That doesn't mean that they're going to help you 20 years from now. Doesn't mean they won't, but it doesn't mean they will. Because it's an old way of thinking. A caterpillar can't be a butterfly without going through some type of transformation process. If it still had the same old parts it did when it was a caterpillar, it wouldn't be a freaking butterfly. If that makes sense for some of you. Sorry, I'm just trying not to ramble. But so we have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Emperor, which is another four. Our stability is being challenged. Like I said, that's what this full moon in Taurus is all about. For some of you, it's probably time to balance your chakras. And I talked about that. I shared that video on my Facebook page, so you can go ahead over there and see the post that I made yesterday about the 1111 portal and unblocking your chakras. Don't overanalyze, but it's time to calmly think, and it's time to let go. Let go of everything that you thought you knew, everything that you thought was good for you. Release it. You have to release all the old things, all the old ways. Spirit, why is the Four of Swords here? Why is the Four of Swords here? Some of you guys have given up. Oh my God. It's too much. Where are the Four of Swords here? Jesus. The Ten of Pentacles. Or excuse me, Ten of Cups. Ultimate wish fulfillment, happiness, happy ending, family, ultimate love. You guys have given up on that. Some of you. Others of you, after you go through this resting period and you really clear your mind, you can really think about what's going to bring you this ultimate wish fulfillment. And this is the end of a cycle. Tens are about the end of a cycle. It's time to put old things to rest so that you can have that happy ending that you're looking for. But you have to put in the work. You have to put it to rest. Spirit, why is the Two of Pentacles here? All right, we got the King of Cups. So we got two soulmates on the board. We have the Queen and the King. So this individual could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could have this in their chart. This person could be really unbalanced in their emotions. Or they're in two decisions, or you are into two minds about this person. Because the King of Cups is somebody that is calm no matter what situation is happening, no matter how rocky things get. Excuse me. And he's also ready for commitment. Some of you are deciding whether or not you want to be this person for someone. Some of you have already made up your minds that this is the person that you want to be with. And that you want to give your cup to this person. You're ready for that new beginning. But there's a situation that needs to be healed. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is another 10, which is another completion of a cycle. But good luck is on your side. Good things are coming. You're coming out of this dark period into a more lighter period. The hard work that you guys have put in, if you've put it in, is going to pay off. If you guys haven't put in any hard work and you're just giving up, you're not going to move forward. That's just the reality of it. Spirit, why is the Two of Cups here with the Six of Cups? Why is the Two of Cups here with the Six of Cups? Why is the Two of Cups here with the Six of Cups? Why is the Two of Cups here with the Six of Cups? Ace of Swords, truth, victory, communication of a new beginning. Action. Somebody's taking action. And I happen to peek again. The Chariot. Somebody has made their mind up. You're in the driver's seat. Cancerian energy. You've made a decision on something. And now is the time to move. But really think about it. Make sure you're ready to move when it's time to move. And you know what? I kind of want to get... There's a lot of new beginnings happening here. I kind of want to pull from the After Tarot. Just to... Look, oh my God. I cut the deck. The Chariot's here, so a plan is already in motion. Some of you have already put in the work, or you're completing the work and you're reevaluating it. You can't get any more confirmation than that. I literally just split the deck and that's what was there. Like, if you needed any more confirmation, there you go. That's it. I'm going to get one for each pile though. Oh. I'm going to get one for each pile. So we got the Queen of Cups here. You know what else I'm getting with the Queen of Cups is emotional maturity. Oh my God. Look at that. You cannot make this shit up. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just get so excited. And you see, she's opened her cup. She's opening up her emotions. And she's calm about it. Why is the Emperor here? Oh my God. I swear, you guys, this is nuts. If the Emperor comes out, I'm going to probably lose it. Probably going to end the video. Just be like, all right. Okay, so for the Emperor, we had the Two of Swords came out, and then the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you guys have invested. That you've been waiting for when the time is right to pick what you've worked so hard for, what you've been waiting for. And then you have the Two of Swords. Some of you guys are in some type of mental block. Like you've reached your point. And now you're probably going to take your investments elsewhere. But again, this is about action. So, in order to reclaim your power as the Emperor, and even if you're a female, this could be you as well. It's time to make a decision. If you feel like you've reached a standstill and you reach a standpoint, if you feel like you've made a good investment in whatever this relationship is, but that's all you can get out of it, or if you're looking at it from a point of view like, oh, I'm only in this relationship because I'm getting something out of it, you probably don't need to be in the relationship. And that's probably why it's not moving forward, period. Or maybe you've come to a draw with yourself in your mind and you're like, you know what? I've invested this long and I'm going to continue to invest. The Eight of Cups here. Let's see why the Eight of Cups is here. A couple of these guys really want to come out. Jesus. The Eight of Cups here. Oh my God. The Eight of Cups here. Wow. Page of Cups. So you guys have already received some type of communication, or something has just kind of caught you off guard, or you just feel like some of you left and it was something that somebody didn't expect. Some of you have maybe left a job, and it wasn't something that you really foresaw happening. Some of you are going to get caught off guard by something. By some type of communication that's coming in. Be careful of jumping to conclusions is the other thing I've got too. Where's the Ace of Cups here? Yeah, be really careful about jumping to conclusions. Don't just get up and walk away from something that you worked hard on. Jesus. It's too much. Why is the Ace of Cups here for the Three of Swords? Why is the Ace of Cups here? The High Priestess. Some secrets probably came out or were probably revealed. Whoops. Some of you guys may have gotten some spiritual messages as well about this new beginning. You guys have already honed in on your intuition for your heart healing and your heart space. And this, you've manifested this. A lot of decisions being made. Like a lot of you guys are in two minds about something. You have the Two of Swords, you have the Two of Pentacles, and you have the High Priestess, which is another two. Two of Cups. Some type of decision was made. But you realize that the key to your new beginning in love, to any type of heart healing, is to start healing your emotions. And some of you are already, like I said, some of you are already on that path, which is a good thing. What's going on over here with the Five of Pentacles? What's going on over here with the Five of Pentacles? And the Two of Wands. Yep. Making a decision and moving forward. Like I said, full moons are about looking and analyzing your intentions and deciding to move forward or leave something behind. Some of you may be deciding to leave someone or something behind, or take someone or something with you. Either one. Some of you could be holding on really tightly to someone or relationship because you want to heal it. You want to find balance in it. Twos are about balance as well. And maybe you've offered up an apology to this person because maybe this person has pushed you out in the cold. Spirit, why is the Ten of Cups here? Ten of Cups here. Or maybe you decided to leave somebody. Oh, wow. So the Six of Pentacles kind of came out in the reverse, but I'm just going to take it in the upright anyway. In order to give love, like I said, or excuse me, in order to get love, you must give love. There must be a balance between the two. Once you clear your mind and you're ready to give, then you'll get your ultimate wish fulfillment. And I know this is going to sound crazy, you guys, but you have a 4, a 6, they make up a 10. 4 and 6 make up 10. And some of you are starting to realize that the more that you've given, the more you've received. And so now there's balance. There's equilibrium coming into, that's shifting in the air, so to speak. Why is the King of Cups here? Wow, the Nine of Cups are in reverse. Realizing what's not going to make you happy. If it's this King of Cups is not your wish fulfillment. Wow, I was not expecting that. For some of you, it's not moving forward with whoever this person is. If it's a person in your life, if this is you, you're being confident in your emotions. Some of you have chosen responsibilities over what's going to make you happy. And you've done that a lot. You're afraid to move forward on what emotional fulfillment is for you. And so you choose to stay and potentially with something that's not good for you, but that's just because you've known it for such a long time. And so the truth is going to come out about this love connection, about this something in the past that really gave you emotional fulfillment, but you're rejecting it. Why is that Ace of Swords here? Yes. Judgment and the Ten of Pentacles. You've decided to end something completely. You've already made a decision on this. Or you already know what decision it is that you want to make. And you've just decided to make it about your stability, the current stability that you have. Wow. Wow. You know, I want to pull some Island Time Wellness Love Oracles so we can get a better understanding of what's going on. But you have Judgment and the Ten of Pentacles. It's like, you know what's right for you and what's good for you. You know that that's going to bring you abundance, and that's why the Ten of Pentacles is there. But some of you have blatantly chosen to reject what's going to make you happy. Spirit, what's going on? What is in our love relationships that's being called out? What's in our relationships is being called out? Oh, wow. All right. So we got wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, and everlasting promise. So some of you guys are already in this union, and so you're choosing to stay in this soul connection, sacrificing your happiness for the sake of keeping this bond together. It's admirable, but is it helping either of you? And then likewise, I think this is about healing a love relationship, healing a marriage. What else do we have, Spirit? Some of you, this is in the works for you. You've waited for this for a long time and now you have it. Wow, we have the runner. Runner in codependent relationships, fear of intimacy, and listening to ego. Some of you guys are, like I said, you're unknowingly walking away because you're afraid. You're afraid of what truly can make you happy. Fearing intimacy. This marriage could be codependent. Or this union or whatever this is, the soul connection could be. This could be a codependent relationship. So you choose to stay. But then you keep running again. You're breaking your own heart. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. This is what's coming. So this is what's happened in the past. But what's coming is everything you've gone through is preparing you for a new phase. Once you change your thinking, you change your mindset, you've learned what's going to make you happy, what's not going to make you happy, what you need to do, the work that you need to put in. Then you'll start to see that all of this is preparing you to become the person that you want to be. You guys are overcoming obstacles together, separately. What's the outcome? What is the outcome? What is the outcome for the relationships here? Whoa. So 2 of them came out. And this could go either way. And it's not going to resonate for everybody. If you continue on the negative patterns, you have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, and third-party interference. Either you or somebody else. If you continue on the negative patterns, if you continue to choose responsibilities over what's really going to make you happy. And then you have Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, or meeting and hesitation. You choose what side you're going to end up on. You choose. Oh my goodness. I'm going to get a final advice before we go because I don't want to end it here. If these messages have resonated with you and you want more specifics into your situation, you can go ahead and book a personal private reading with me. This is some heavy stuff though, you guys. Jeez. This full moon is calling out all of the BS. Calling out, basically saying, you know exactly what's going to make you happy, so why do you not act? Final advice from Spirit for the full moon in Taurus. And we have Amunet. I'm going to read from the book on her. You guys are going to hate me. Amunet, hidden meanings or deceit. Amunet is a goddess of mystery whose name means the hidden one. She symbolizes the subconscious mind or the shadow self. Drawing this card indicates something has been obscuring your vision and you are unable to see the whole picture clearly. You may feel that you are stumbling in the dark and that nothing is going as planned. You may feel deficient in a strength you've known yourself to possess. At times like this, it is often best to simply be still and try to recollect yourself. It is a time to pause, review the direction you are heading, and try to understand where you are on your path presently. Optimism is an important virtue, but now it is the time to take the blinders off and regain a full view. Our own perception of our circumstances can sometimes be deceptive. What you think is making you happy or is going to make you happy may not make you happy. Or what made you happy in the past may not be what's making you happy now. And it's more than just about happiness. What you thought you were put on this earth to do may not be what you were actually called to do. I'm an example of that. Had you told me 10 years ago that I'd be reading tarot cards and channeling energies, I'd have told you to go to hell. Because my old pattern of thinking, my old way of thinking, I grew up in the church. To me, this was, nope, everything like this is the devil. This absolutely has nothing to do with God. Now I'm in a position where I can say this has everything to do with God. This has everything to do with everybody's spiritual journey. So what you thought you were supposed to be doing here on earth may not be what you were supposed to be doing here on earth. What you thought was making you happy was probably actually doing damage. And you're coming to realize that now. And you know what I'm realizing with the love oracle? This could be a storyline. You started off with the union, a wedding, a soul connection, an eternal love, and everlasting promise. And then you moved over, got a surprise invitation or meeting, and you're hesitating because you have temptation here. You got third party interference. And it's like a cycle. Some of you guys are transcending obstacles, learning, preparing yourself for union. There's one more. I know there is. There's one more. There's one more that's missing from this. Ugh. There's one more missing from this. There's one more missing from this. Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, gambling. Some of you guys are not willing to take a risk. Or some of you are taking a risk, but in the wrong ways. There's so much going on. It's really time to take a look at your circumstances from a larger point of view. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it here for now. This is heavy. All right, you guys, thank you so much for your continued support. And I hope that these messages did resonate with you. If they didn't, that's okay. That just means that they weren't for you right now. But if they did, please comment, like, share. So again, you can hit the subscribe button so you know the next time I'm posting videos. And I do hope that these messages help you as we're getting ready to move into the second half of November. As always, you guys, be safe, take care. If you need anyone to talk to, like I said, my door or my inbox is wide open. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.